45 seconds, the two long-suffering but very proud guests we have retained on our set, Kathy and Stephen of the Alumni Association. Really quickly, just start listing the names, because just in case anyone was in any doubt as to how many productive members of society the Garrison Secondary has produced over the past few years, let's start with the Chihuahua businessman. He was in your form.
Don't say that, because then someone know how young I am. But,
quite well. We'll leave that alone.
Most people know him as the Chihuahua businessman, Mr. Kopova, but I know him as Ricky Reed. He was in the farm sitting behind me, as usual, for empty buying, one pencil and one book. And
he used that pencil wisely to write songs.
To write songs. Very talented then, you know. I remember we used to go to Lil Rick and ask Lil Rick to do some drawing for us, you know, and write some little notes, and he would do it. Ricky Reed is very talented. I'm proud of him. I'm glad to know that he attended the same school as me. Not that I attended the school with him, but both of us attended the same school.
Wonderful. Kathy, your final words on the week of activities, on your pride as a Garrison alum. Anything so?
I just want the members of the alumni who are watching to support our activities. We have our cruise on October 22nd and our dinner at the Plantation Garden Theater. We're still working out the logistics of that. The cost of that is $150, and that's going to be a very special night. We are awarding 4 Garrisonians who would have been first in their respective fields. We're still working out and fine-tuning that, so I don't want to say too much on it, but that promises to be an exciting night.
And we also have the cook-off too.
Oh, but yes. Don't tell them everything. Make sure that they come out. Visit your website, which will be launched very soon, I understand. Check our Facebook page for all of the necessary details. But right now we need to say thank you and goodbye to Kathy Scott, who's the chairperson of the Garrison School Alumni Celebrations, and Stephen Alkins, PRO, who sat in class in front of Ricky Minaj. We're going back to Pearson, who is among all the congratulatory revelry that's going on at the Garrison Secondary School. Pearson?
Thanks, Katrina. Look at them proudly marching on the pavement here at the Garrison School, the school that has continued to propel them to excellence. Here in St. Michael, Garrison Secondary School, the Cadet Corps outside. Inside the principal's office, we have called to the table 2 other members of the Alumni Association, the president, Sergeant Pedro Whitehall, and Margaret Rose Seeley. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning, Bruce.
Very quickly, I know you're into a very strong mentorship program. What is that program, and how so does it work?
That program is just for us as our scholars to get to the newfound students who just transferred from primary to the secondary level. And that is to mold them, get them accustomed to the secondary school program and ideas.
Margaret, is that first day only? How long is this program going to run for?
No, actually that's for entire school year. We start from the first year, and we have mentors that starts with the first year and goes straight up to upper 5th or 5th form with the actual class.
What's the frequency? You come every week?
No, we are trying to do it once every 3 months. We want to stick with them, especially in the last 2 weeks of school, so we can find ways to encourage them to know that we are proud Garrisonians, and we want to work with the teachers and them to push them forward in their Garrison life.
Sergeant Whitehall, this is after school activity, or this is during school hours?
During school. Normally during the last 2 weeks of school, teachers will be looking at registers and the reports and such like. So we come in at that point and we mentor to the students, take them on tours and such like, to keep them occupied and able and not. You know, they say the devil is for
idle hands.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, you will do as a police.
Yes, I will.
We got it right, but thanks a lot though. Well done to the Alumni Association. Anybody give you permission to cut your tie?
No, this is new tie.
Oh, it's a brand new tie. Well done. Margaret Rose Seeley and Sergeant Pedro Whitehall of the Alumni Association. They're continuing to talk a little bit more about mentorship, while outside the Cadet Corps continues to march proudly, you know, beating drum and everything. Look at the proud chests held high. The members of the school are watching those who are very early to school, and I know Mr. Party insists that they get to school in time so that learning can be adequate and full. So they're doing their bit on the outside. The school band, the orchestra is also here. Sharice Breedy, who has a beautiful voice. Somebody needs to give her financial support so that she can go much farther with her talent. She's also here. So a full-rounded learning community. We met earlier Reverend Willoughby, who is 36 years on and going with the school, and she speaks very proudly of what the school represents, what the school has represented, and the kinds of people who have been able to be churned out at this school. Some consider it to be a newer secondary school. We think it's been around long enough that it stands on its own as a very credible, meaningful, contributing to our school, to our society, and of that we're very, very proud. Joined now by some other members of the school. While the students are watching, they're curious about what's happening here. They're being filmed as well, being documented as all part of the Garrison Film group here. Good morning to the three of you. Patrick moves out. What's your name there?
I am Cheryl Williams.
Cheryl Williams.
I'm a teacher with the Garrison School, and I'm the facilitator for two clubs, the Garrison Octagon Debating Club and Film Garrison, the School's Photography Society.
Film Garrison and the Debating Club, the Octagon.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Carrie Gibbs, and I am in photography and Octagon.
Both, and good morning.
Good morning. My name's Kareem Welch-Clark, and I'm also a part of the debating club.
And I'm glad to hear a man as part of the debating club. Why did you choose to be a part of the debating club?
Because speaking was one of my best skills. It was, well, the very first thing that I wanted to do when I got into the school. So I started it from a very young age. And when it came to the speaking part, it was really fun.
Is debating quarreling?
In a sense.
So tell me the other sense.
Okay.
If it's not quarreling, what else is it?
It's two people trying to make a point and reasonably making that point.
That's what you teach them in this Octagon club.
Yes, that's part of it, but we're also a service club, so we do have some service activities that go along with speaking. And HIV/AIDS education is one of them, personal development, and so on.
Talk to me a bit about some of the successes of the Octagon.
Well, one of the things we've done is we've had a speech competition, an invitational, which is national, and we were able to attract sponsorship at the time from UNICEF, and we have been able to help students with developing a sense of civil duty. They have taken on the HIV/AIDS Food Bank as their charity, and they're going to be mobilizing the school later on this term to give generously to the food bank.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you're culturing the students in that kind of way. You are also part of Film Garrison. You're documenting.
Yes.
You're fascinated by film nonetheless, I assume. Are you into still photography, video? What are you doing?
I'm into both.
Ah, what do you hope to be at the end of it all?
Well, I hope to be a chef, but I'm planning on taking it part-time.
Doing film part-time?
Yes, please.
The Garrison School has already produced some work of note.
Yeah.
And what else you're working on at the moment?
Well, right now we're completing a project on the rights of the child. The students spent a year photographing, giving their vision of what the rights of the child would be in photography, and we're going to have an exhibition starting on the 24th of September at the Public Library.
In Bridgetown?
In Bridgetown.
In Independence Square?
Yes.
I've got to come see that. Got to come see that. We have paparazzi in the house, by the way. they're capturing every moment as we interact here, as we watch on our screens the Cadet Corps as they continue their march past, proudly so. And then there's some other students who are standing just behind you. They're part of the same groupings?
Yes, they're part of Film Garrison and the Octagon Club, so they came out this morning to support, and in case they were being interviewed, they came to support the effort.
Are they willing and ready, volunteering to be a part of these groups?
Yes, we don't force them. They're extracurricular. We meet at lunch and after school and during the holidays sometimes, so it's not something that they're forced to do.
Are boys coming into these?
Well, we don't have as many boys as we want to do, but the Octagon Club plans to organize a special event for boys, and the senior members of the Optimists of Barbados have promised, and Mr. Errol Griffith have promised to help me with that, because I think it's important that men organize it rather than a woman.
I'm so glad you said that. Mr. Party, you hear that? Good. There's a young man standing at the back there. He has in his hand, what's that you're holding in your hand?
Okay. All right, so this is Jerome Best from Jerome. Jerome Best is one of our photographers. He's very, very keen on photography, and during the summer, the Barbados Photographic Society held a beginner's basic course in photography for my students, and Jerome was one of our top students, perfect attendance.
Well, done to them. Well done to them indeed. Well, congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to everyone else who is going to be a part of this club. I hope that you grow and grow and grow and build as you go as well. So best of luck as you go forward. 36 years, nothing to sneeze at, so you've got a legacy of which you should be very, very proud, okay? Well done indeed. Now, I'm going to get a chance to get up from here and get outside there, because I'm like a little boy when I come to school. Excuse me, did I just do that? All right, come students, come with me, because we're documenting, aren't we? Good. I'm going to make my way outside and onto the pavilion where they're marching at the moment, and I am so proud Mr. Matthew Ford is just ahead of me as he is going to take me to where they are. Hello, good morning to you. Good. A beautiful day here at the Garrison Secondary School. As I draw nearer to the noise, I can tell that the celebration is real here at the school. Good morning, good morning. Hi. Good, good. Look at them. Matthew, this no doubt makes you feel very, very proud, isn't it?
Very much so. So the unit has been the toast of the Garrison Secondary School all these years.
Yeah?
Yes.
And we're standing outside of the Manny Boeing Hall Auditorium.
This is where we do most of our stuff, assembly and special functions and so on.
Yeah. And you bring me on a tree where it's drizzling. Tree where it's drizzling. Thank you, sir. All right. Now, there are other esteemed gentlemen who've been to the school as well.
Mr. Christie actually was not at the school, but he was here from just a few months after school started. That's been appointed as deputy principal.
Congratulations to you. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you.
Now, this is a brilliant school that you're at. I already feel the energy of what your school has to offer, and I really want to congratulate you for the great work you've been doing.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Everyone who is involved.
All right. I'll say a gentleman who is responsible.
That is correct. That's Mr. Lieutenant Lincoln Springer.
All right. Mr. Springer is responsible for the Cadet Corps. Quickly, as we try to get this all done. Mr. Springer, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good. Look to the camera right there. Congratulations on this Cadet Corps.
Yes.
How do you keep this corps together and functioning?
Well, we do a host of programs and training. We have a host of interest areas besides the military stuff. You know, the military stuff, children love that. Yeah. So we try to keep them together and that sort of thing.
We're talking discipline here. Sometimes, you know, from a parent, it's the use of the voice or the strap. Mm-hmm. But in the Cadet Corps, there are other ways that you discipline, don't you?
Yes. Push-ups.
You don't have to do that too often.
Push-ups, jogs, go for a run around the passer a couple of times, do some jumps, do some creative exercises. And also, you have a talking with me in my office on a one-on-one basis.
What's the benefit of being in the Cadet Corps?
Well, first thing, you learn public speaking, you learn discipline, you learn how to organize yourself, how to work in the group. We mix academics with the military also, because I always tell cadets, you cannot be dunksy and be a cadet. So it is a good mixture.
Right.
They get to travel, they get to meet people, and they interact.
Mr. Springer, thank you so much, and well done to the Cadet Corps.
Thank you very much.
All right, the band can play. My boy over there, the major, is keeping some noise, I call it, really. Look at them, look. I can't do it, but watch them. Better here at the Garrison School. All right, we got to go, but as we go, we're going to take you out in pride from the Garrison Secondary School. Remember, 36 years, nothing to sneeze at, but absolutely a very proud legacy. And I want to thank you, Katrina, from this side.
Mark, that's right there! Quick, march!
Thank you to you as well, Pearson. It's been a goosebump experience here watching that kind of pride. Congratulations from us here in the studio to the Garrison team, the alumni who are here to tell us about their 6 weeks of activities. The song said not going home, but we have to leave you here for this morning. It's been a pleasure to join you, myself and Pearson, on behalf of the entire team. Have a great morning. Morning, Barbados.